Hey, how's everybody doing today? I thought it would be fun today, now that I've got the iPhone 14 Pro, just to take a little bit of a look and do a comparison video between the trusty GoPro that I usually film my running vlog with, and we'll compare it to the video footage from the iPhone 14 Pro, now that the iPhone 14 Pro also has action mode, which helps with video stabilization, just like the GoPro does so well out of the box. So let's give it a try, and let's get into this video. All right, we're on the GoPro first. We're doing a 4-mile run today. Let's jump right into it. It's been a while since I did a running vlog just on flat ground like this. I'm excited. Let's go. All right, we're now switching to the iPhone. Let's continue our run. 14 Pro. All right, everybody, so we're done with our run. I'm gonna go back to the GoPro now so you get a chance to hear how well the GoPro versus the iPhone picks up my voice, because that's important too, right? I think a lot of these cameras are used for vlogs and things like that, so here's my voice through the GoPro. Now, today's run came out to 4.39 miles, about 9:18 per mile, so a little bit quick, but that's because it was built in as a progression run. I started off nice and easy. This is the first real run of over 2 miles, and the 2 miles were on Mount Beacon, so it was more of a vertical run. So yeah, 4 miles was longer than usual, so started off nice and easy, felt good, felt very happy with where my heart rate was, how my legs were feeling, and then just picked up the pace a little bit from there, which got us to closer to around my marathon pace if I was going all out. All right, changing over the iPhone 14 Pro so you can hear my voice here. A little bit different angle just because I can't mount it and on the windshield, and that's part of what we'll talk about later, just the usability of the camera of the phone versus the GoPro. But nonetheless, the heart rate was an average of 148 beats per minute, so very comfortable still, even though it picked up the pace just a little bit towards the end. And yeah, that's about all it. So all the stats are on your screen. You've been able to see that. And that's the end of this 14 Pro audio, because it's annoying to look at the camera down here when I'm trying to drive over there.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights.
Who did that? You guys did that? That's supposed to go over there. All right, so it's been really interesting to see the iPhone side by side with the current GoPro that I'm using. And, you know, I know this isn't a super scientific experiment. I don't have one of those cool rigs where you've got two cameras on the same shot, one hand, you know. It's not meant to be that serious. They're both incredible cameras for what they're built for. The iPhone, I think, really has super crisp images, both when you're doing video and photo. They've really stepped up the game. I think that's really clear, especially considering that for what you've seen in the clips, I really did no color correction, no editing. They're basically videos that are right out of the camera, right out of the box. They're both filmed in 4K. They're both filmed at 60 frames per second. And other than that, you know, I did a little bit of editing just on the exposure if there was too much brightness, just because the sun really washed things out, but it was very minimal, and otherwise these cameras really handled everything just stock out of the box. If I was somebody who was looking to do something on Instagram, TikTok, if I wanted to start a YouTube channel and didn't have a GoPro or wasn't doing running, and you were really focused on, you know, filming yourself or filming a subject, I think the iPhone 14, you know, really has that crisp image, you know, without much thought. It can really just blur the background, really focus on the subject, as you saw like right in the beginning of the video when I'm talking on the iPhone. The sound is fine. So, you know, it really goes to show that with that tool that most people have, you can really do anything without much experience, without much expensive equipment, like real expensive cameras. I know the iPhones are expensive, but even down to like the iPhone 10 at this point. I had posted a video on Strava, and someone thought I got a new professional camera just because they're used to the footage from the GoPro, and when they saw the iPhone 11 that I was using on Strava, they thought it was a whole new, better camera. So you really can do a lot with the phones. Now for me, because I'm outdoors, I'm doing a little bit more rugged activities, and we'll also talk about the attachments. I really do still like using the GoPro. For the iPhone, I was using this little tripod sort of as a selfie stick, so that's how I was able to film, but it doesn't extend. There's not as many accessories like this for an iPhone. It doesn't have the bolt-on capabilities like, you know, the GoPro is so, everyone's so familiar with the little screw, how it goes into those two pins. You know, this is just something that kind of straps to the top, so I was afraid of dropping it here and there. That's why there's not too much footage of me using the iPhone. It looks good, action mode works great, but it's just not as perfect. For me, this works for some still shots, B-roll, things like that, and it really comes out looking very nice. But when it comes to the GoPro, I can attach things without even thinking about it, like extra microphones. I've got a mic pack on me right now that is wirelessly connecting to the audio from the GoPro, and the phone is a little finicky with stuff like that, but it just goes to show you that you can really make videos and do a vlog, do something on Instagram, do something on TikTok with really the equipment that you have in your house, or that's really not that expensive. I mean, a GoPro 10, now that the 11 is out, is probably on sale. So just think about it. If you really ever want to start a channel or do something like that, do it. You know, get outside and do it. I'll be your first subscriber if you post a new video on a new channel, guaranteed. I'll check it out. So it just really opens the door for so many people for really not that high of a barrier to entry, because this stuff looks pretty good without, again, really expensive, fancy equipment. So obviously, like I said in the beginning, this is just a running vlog. I thought it would be fun just to compare the footage from today. Let me know down below if you think one really stands out above the other one. Again, both filmed in 4K, both 60 frames per second, both decent slow-mo, both decent handling of the light and everything, and all those colors on the fall leaves on a bright sunny day. So I think they're both sufficient. But yeah, interested to hear what you think, and you know, maybe I'll do a little bit more on the iPhone, especially during races and things like that, where I've just got my phone in my pocket. I can take this and, you know, whip it out and film a little bit here and there without carrying too much extra bulk. So it's cool. It's awesome where technology's going. And again, just thought it would be fun to bring a little twist to my running vlog today. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video.